Pasture crops, fodder crops. Purpose of lesson. At the end of this lesson you should be able to know the following. Pasture crops. The basic climatic and soil requirements of the following pasture crops, marginal croplands. Legume pastures and examples, lucerne and red clover, and grassland crops, kikuyu and ryegrass. Introduction. Pre-content, flowers and shrubs, must be linked to the current content. The purpose of the following lesson is to discuss the related content, classification of pasture crops and forest. Concepts and skills. Forage crops in South Africa. Forage crops are crops that are cultivated to be used specifically as feed for farm animals such as cattle, goats, sheep, horses, chickens and pigs. Forage crops are divided into legume crops and grass. Forage crops. Legume crops. Contains pods with seeds. Usually a high protein content. Lives in symbiosis with nitrogen-fixing bacteria, rhizobium bacteria. Serve as feed and put nitrogen back into the soil. Currency rotation systems used. Has a taproot, survived long droughts. Peas, alfalfa, lupins, red clover, medics, beans, lentils. Grass fodder crops. Grass species grown for animal feed. Nutritional value, digestibility etc. depends on the growth stage. Older has higher crude fiber content, lower digestibility and protein content. Kikuyu, teff grass, ryegrass. Uses. Pasture. Green fodder, cut off and feed directly. Hay, 10 to 20% moisture, dry roughage. Silage green/succulent roughage. Lucerne. Lucerne is a crop that grows in the hot season. It does best in hot, dry and sunny conditions. Can be planted in brackish soil. Climate requirements of lucerne. Lucerne is a crop that grows in the hot season. It is well adapted to a wide range of climates. It does best in hot, dry and sunny conditions. Basic requirements of lucerne. Lucerne can be grown on a wide variety of soils, from sandy loam soil to clay soil. It does best on well-drained loam soil. It does not do well on very heavy and waterlogged soil. It can be grown on acidic soil if a little lime is applied. Red clover. Red clover does well in almost any climate. Climate requirements of red clover. Red clover does well in almost any climate. Ground requirements of red clover. The crop can be grown on many types of soil. Red clover seeds grow best on medium to well-drained clay soil with adequate levels of fertility. Soil should contain medium concentrations of phosphorus and potassium. A pH of 6.2 to 6.5 is recommended. Kikuyu. Kikuyu is a perennial grass that grows in the hot season. Kikuyu is sensitive to changes in day length. Kikuyu does not grow well in shade. Kikuyu is a perennial grass that grows in the hot season. Kikuyu is sensitive to changes in day length. Kikuyu does not grow well in shade. The grass is naturalized in areas with a rainfall of 800 to 3000 mm per year. It is moderately drought resistant. The grass can tolerate some waterlogging for up to 10 days. The most active growth takes place in periods of high humidity. Growth decreases at high temperatures and below -1 oC. Kikuyu is more resistant to frost than most grasses that grow in the hot season. It is damaged at -2 oC. Basic requirements of Kikuyu. Soil should be fertile and moderately drained. Well-structured loam clay soil is ideal. The grass prefers alluvial and fertilized, moist, sandy soil. It can tolerate a low pH of 4.5 and a high aluminum or manganese content. It can tolerate moderate salinity. Ryegrass is best adapted to cool temperatures and humid weather. The grass does not do well in extreme summer or winter weather. It does not handle drought well. Climate requirements of ryegrass. Ryegrass is best adapted to cool temperatures and humid weather. The grass does not do well in extreme summer or winter weather. It does not handle drought well. Rainfall should be between 800 and 1,500 millimeters per year. It grows well in shade. Ground requirements of ryegrass. Ryegrass requires fertile soil. It is adaptable to many soil types. It can even grow quite well in soil with a wide range of pH levels of 5 to 8.4. It grows well under humid conditions. It can withstand temporary waterlogging. Ryegrass prefers well-drained, moist soil along with cool climatic conditions. Economic importance of fodder crops. Animal feed, human protein source. Legumes are rich in protein. Grass crops provide energy. Forage crops serve as cheap roughage. Activities/assessment. Learners can also use the following resources to complete the activities. Appropriate grade 10 textbooks. Revision questions. Previous grade November 10th examination papers. Consolidation. The lesson deals with the content as set out in the CAPS document. Learners who understand the content must apply the necessary knowledge and skills to successfully answer questions based on the curriculum content. Learners are able to use the knowledge and skills as a good basis for progressing to the next topic.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more future educational videos.